Kevin Hart is back, baby, taking the stage in Vegas for Reality Check, his first stand-up special in 3 years. It's streaming now on Peacock, and he's clearly at the top of his game. In this epic new hour of comedy, Hart tackles pop culture with his unfiltered, unapologetic takes. No matter how A-list the stories get, he somehow makes it relatable. From messing with LeBron to traveling with T.I., after the last few years, let's just say we could all use a reality check. Stream the new Kevin Hart special, Reality Check, only on Peacock. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. You know, trying to be the creator of a network and trying to run business and doing what we've done for many years now, it's not an easy task. You know, there's a lot of mental strain that goes into it, and oftentimes you need somebody to talk to. Whether or not you ever thought about therapy, there are so many benefits to it. It's helpful learning about positive coping skills and how to set boundaries and all these things that empower us and make us stronger to navigate life. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/traphouse.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we just rap.
gut busting laughs, hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap it loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud.
No.
Don't get fired by your boss.
File unemployment.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Yo. Welcome back to the Comedy Trap House. My name is Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
Bedazzled.
I got Emmanuel.
You sound sleepy, bro.
You sound sleepy, bro. I'm back. We back. Long overdue. We've been gone for 40 days, 40 nights, like the Hebrews. And
Wasn't it 40 years or something?
it was something like that, yeah. But
That's a long ass vacation.
It's 40 years is a long
That's a
vacation.
long vacation.
Yeah, we'd came back elderly.
Right.
But feels good to be back. Back in business. The only thing that don't feel good is the prices, but everything else is cool.
Just in general, or are you talking about?
Just in general.
Now, where y'all at, was it?
In Asia the whole time.
Okay,
So
okay.
Bali.
We might as well just kick this off here. Okay,
Bali 3 weeks. Thailand 2 weeks.
and so you noticed the price difference between there and LA, of course.
I'm talking about expeditiously.
See, that's why I don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Don't.
I don't want to be
Don't.
disappointed.
Stay your
by
ass
how
here.
nice it is
Stay
in
your
other
ass
countries.
Here.
God
It's
damn.
Yeah, you see why all the digital nomads moved there. Cause
Yeah.
you keeping your American salary.
Yeah, you can't
You living like a
pour.
king.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
like pour here, but a king there.
Yeah. A king there.
A king.
It's instant. It's instant. Like, I guess that's why they say ignorance is bliss. I get it. The older you get, you like, I understand why they say ignorance is bliss, because the more ignorance you have to what's going on, the more you can just live in peace. And now,
they get money.
You get money. Oh, okay. Now, you're like, oh, I can live somewhere else and have peace and community and beaches and not struggle.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was immediate. As soon as y'all got off, y'all felt
immediate.
like, oh, this is cheaper. It feels-
Immediate.
I can get a whole piece of snapper, fresh, whole piece.
Yeah.
Snappers are big too.
Yeah, like this big.
Yeah.
Side of fries, passion fruit smoothie,
$30.
$8.
$8?
$8.
$8.
$8.
That's how much I paid for a pack of bubble gum.
Yeah.
Here.
Easily.
That's how much.
Wrigley's, nigga.
Wrigley's.
When I got back, I spent $80 at Target. That was how much I spent the whole week almost on food in Phuket.
Yeah, in Thailand.
God damn.
I put it to
And
this
And
way.
y'all ate out a lot, didn't y'all?
Oh yeah, I
I
mean,
didn't cook anything.
yeah, I ain't cook nothing. Yeah.
So only thing that I didn't buy was breakfast because that was with the hotel. But I'm talking about I'm eating like crab, yellow curry. I'm eating whole fish. I'm eating
fresh fruit.
everything is fresh.
And it's delicious. It's not just
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh, this
absolute.
tastes $2
Top tier.
No.
Okay.
Fruit.
This
so-
is like the snapper. The last spot I was eating at a lot across the street from the hotel is on the beach. So while I'm eating, I'm looking at him catching the other fish.
yeah.
And whatever else they serving.
Oh,
like
that's
it's
fucking
fresh,
tight.
fresh.
That's
Yeah.
tight.
like
It was like near the beach or a wharf or something like that.
no, it was the beach. Like if
Yeah,
you
it's like
walk,
on-
like when you come to the back deck, there's tables. If you walk down again, you on the beach.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
just that's it.
To kind of compare it to for people who are listening. So before we left, we went to get the money exchange, and so in Bali it's IDR. That's their money,
That's
and
an ugly sounding money.
and in
IDR?
rupiah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
rupiah?
yeah rupiah is
Okay,
then
okay.
in
Or rupees.
Thailand is baht.
But
Yeah. So when we went to the money exchange, got $300 in rupiah, 500 in baht. $300 in rupiah was like something like 4 or 5 million, something like that. They go by.
Sounds hilarious.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But just to
A cup of coffee would be $2 million.
so we were
$2 million.
we were in
rupees.
Bali for 2 to 3 weeks. The 300 rupiah, not gonna lie, lasted just about the 3 weeks. Like honestly, we only had to re-up maybe towards the end of the last Bali trip, but
See, that's the type
Like-
of that I like that shit.
like it stretches like, and then
So your biggest expense was the flight.
the flight.
there.
Yeah, honestly, flight is gonna
And
be
then
the biggest
if you're
expense.
just a normal person and trying to get over there, how much
Yeah.
about does it cost to get there?
Everything's up right now though. Like
yeah.
Okay.
Airlines, they coming back for blood.
Yeah.
So everything, especially during summer, everything's up. But I think the economy and stuff was like maybe 800
yeah,
possibly. I didn't
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
economy, so I don't know for sure. But I believe it was like 800. But the thing is, once you there, you good.
Yeah, whoa, once you there,
Once
you
you
straight.
there, you good. Because
Yeah.
like if you looking for a vacation where you could just like, perfect example. You want to take a girl out the country, go to Asia.
Save a
Your-
lot of
your
money.
money is going to
Asia.
stretch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus going to
Okay.
like, if you went to Ibiza,
Yeah.
you better have money
Yeah.
because Ibiza is expensive. Europe is
Right.
expensive.
Yeah.
But if you want to go to Asia, it's just going to
Yeah,
stretch.
fellas,
Like,
you gonna spend more trying to get a chick to Miami. To be honest, and spend a week in Miami, you're gonna spend way more than if you just chalk it up, pay $1,600 for both of y'all, maybe $2,000 to get over to Bali.
Yeah.
And you gonna live like you gonna be solid over there.
this going to sound crazy to you, but I got 21 massages.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
21.
I
Absolutely.
counted.
So every day almost?
Not even every day.
That's
just
crazy.
in the course of the
This a course
yeah.
of 40. I got 21 massages because
You can't not.
the price of them were so cheap. It's like, why not?
Like how much?
The most expensive one I paid was $40, and that came with a 60-minute massage, a 30-minute body scrub, and a 20-minute milk bath.
I went to the massage place in the mall.
In the mall.
And they charged me more money
Absolutely.
for 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
So the usual price was between 10 and 15.
Okay.
That I was spending
That's
for a
fantastic.
massage, and this is like 60 minutes, full body, like. And I didn't really get massages before I went to Asia, so
Right.
those are really my first like real massages. I got massages from like little, but I'm talking about real massages. Out
Little
there.
what?
Ches was a massage therapist, so
Yeah.
when he had to
Oh,
practice, I
super
was like, "Go ahead, bro."
Yeah, it's the lady. So there was one area we went to called Lavina, beautiful area, like beachy area, and so we.
How far is the drive from like these places?
So
you're going
a
to?
lot of them is like an hour.
Okay.
like an
That's a
hour.
little
Something.
drive.
Lavina was 3 though.
Yeah, Lavina was 3
3
because that
hours,
was,
shit.
and he had his
'Cause-
map. Shout out to his tour guide. His name is Surya. He had a map, and he basically would show us each place. Like we were right here. We started south, went like middle central, and then went north. So to get back from north to south is like 3 hours.
And this is a day trip, or this is just like y'all staying in these places?
Oh well, we staying in most of the places.
It was only all right. I'll just break it down.
Yeah.
All right, can you just start from the top? I want to start from where you landed.
And for people, when we get into real detail, that's in the vlog. It's out, so you can watch the vlog if you hadn't watched the vlog.
And then we can talk about the lady boys y'all met up with.
Well, no, we didn't.
Oh, y'all didn't?
They were very easy to spot.
They're very easy to spot. Yeah,
Thank God.
I played
because they trying to be too We'll get
I played Thai 2K with one of them. I'm playing. I'm bullshit.
I'm about to say, there's a Thai 2K? I gotta play that, nigga.
So we took groups there. The first group was Bali. That was about 18, 19 people. And we started in Legion. So that's south. It's close to the airport.
Okay.
And we end up on that trip going to Legon or Legion. I always butcher
it's one
that
of the two.
Munduk and then Lavina. So we started out in Legion or whatever. And then we was just there for a short time.
Like 3 days, I think.
Yeah. Then we went to Munduk, which is the mountains. So it's like 1,500 feet elevation going up there.
And y'all just taking like their version of a cab?
No,
Uber,
we got a bus.
And let me tell you something. That's a man driving that bus.
Okay.
That's a goddamn man.
He whipping
Streets small.
Okay.
He ain't touched nothing. He whipping that bus.
Is this one of the other side of the road things too? Or
other side of the road.
Everywhere is left except for America.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Most of it.
Majority of the world drives on the left.
Yeah.
Except
Majority.
for America.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say all of it, but
yeah. Okay. All right.
Where else they drive on the right?
I feel like when I was in France, they drive on the proper on this side.
Oh well, yeah. You went to France, yeah. So
I ain't never been to France.
Yeah, so that's good.
I'm
But
pretty sure we ain't driving.
everywhere I've been,
Maybe I'm wrong.
been to the left.
But he was whipping though.
And I drive most of the places I go, so to the left.
If he don't have kids, he's gonna be a good father.
Okay.
That's how good he was driving.
He got kids. He can't drive like that without kids.
He's probably driving like that because he has kids. I need to take care of these
for sure.
I can't survive off 2 million Bangkok a day. Whatever they call it.
So yeah, we go there. We go to Munduk, and that's when we doing all the waterfall hikes and all these things. And we experienced an earthquake up there.
Yeah.
Was it rough?
No, it was quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had an earthquake 2 nights ago here.
Yeah. It was just a shake.
It was like boom.
That was the first one in a long time. It was just a shake.
It was a shake.
God tapping California on the ass.
Yeah, but the first group was really great. Everyone got along. I knew they would get along because we had them in the Discord. They was talking.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone came. Everyone was a vibe.
About how many?
18, 19.
Oh wow, that's a good group.
And then yeah, so we was in Legion. What we do that first? Can you pull up the itinerary?
Oh well, the first was like rice farm.
We went to this farm and they taught us all about Balinese culture there. It was really cool. We ate there. We went through the rice fields. They rode cows through how they plant the rice. And
Were people wearing them hats, them rice field hats?
Yeah, I got me a nice raiding hat.
That. And then
did you see any methamphetamine or any type of drugs they might have been using?
No, not at that farm. Damn. And then we went to Munduk, which is more nature based. It was up there in the waterfalls and everything. And then we went to Lavina. Now Lavina is probably my favorite spot of the first group because
if any of your Instagram things attached to the story you're telling, I'll just click on it so the people can see too.
Well, go down.
Let me make sure we got it up. Yeah, all right.
You may have to mute it too because it may have some copyright music. But
okay.
So go down. Oh no, go up, go right there.
That's
this one.
Yeah,
you ain't got to click it yet.
Okay.
But yeah. So we get to Lavina. This is the beach area.
All right.
And for this trip, we did all the heavy lifting at the beginning and ended at the beach, which was perfect because then you get to chill. Like you don't want to start chilling then get active. Nah, you want to get active then chill.
Yeah.
So we get to Lavina.
What time? Like in the morning or something like that?
Yeah, like afternoon.
No, we got there afternoon that day. Yeah,
because we went from activity.
Drive.
Yeah,
and the breakfast. You know, I'll be asking details. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely.
Breakfast was fire.
All food was good.
All food. Honestly, breakfast it was all buffet, but not regular like weak ass continental buffet. Like they giving you buffet.
Do they still have eggs there?
Oh
no, they got stations. You tell them what type you want.
Some of the best eggs. Some of the eggs hold it down.
Lunduk had the best eggs.
Yeah, it's
up
good.
in the mountains,
Yeah,
they had the best eggs.
good eggs.
So they just have a station. They sit there. How you want it? You want scrambled, sunny side up, omelet, Thai fried, whatever you want it. So we get to Lavina, and it's the beach. It's a black sand beach. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and it's just like this energy there that I'm experiencing that I absolutely love.
And it's from the volcano, like, because
You said it's Black Beach?
black
Like
sand,
black sand?
from the
Beach.
volcano,
That's cool.
because in Bali is in the center of it. It's called the Ring of Fire because there's a bunch of volcanoes around islands, like island wise around.
Yeah.
So they call it the Ring of Fire, but they look at it. The Balinese people look at it as protection. Yeah.
Okay.
And they look at it as protection.
So, like, okay. That's what y'all say.
yeah.
So
Alright, cool.
we get there, and then the food is good. I never knew like Balinese food, never had it, but it's good. And best massage of my life.
My life.
Got at Lavina. I got a body scrub and then the massage. My skin felt like a woman when I was done, but it felt so good. And then I kept spending my time in the yoga room, and you could go to the IG,
This page.
the one to the
This
right.
one right here?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I was, whenever we not doing nothing, that's where you find me. Cause it was just like magnetic. The energy in there was crazy.
With that
I would
view.
That
just
does look
open it
beautiful.
up.
I ain't gonna front.
I would open it up, just have the ocean sounds going, and just chilling.
Yeah,
also,
that's beautiful.
The rooms were very nice. They were
Yeah.
all like separate rooms. They're not together. They're all like little, almost huts almost.
Yeah.
You can see it in that video. That was Rome's
This one?
room. No, the left.
one?
Yeah, that was Rome's room. So he had that view. I don't play music. But you can kind of
Ooh.
see it.
Yeah, the view was crazy.
Now, see, this looks beautiful, but did y'all come across any spiders
Oh,
and
we're
stuff
gonna
like
tell you
this?
about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we gonna tell you about that.
This is Thailand,
But
right?
we, you know,
No,
but to
it's
be
Bali.
honest,
Oh,
but
Bali,
to be honest, it wasn't as many as you may think. It wasn't even
Okay,
crazy like
okay.
that. But I want to say one thing. The masseuse that gave me my massage. So I did a post about it because I call her Bali booty hands because
Bali booty hands.
for the first time I understood why women love butt rubs. She got in there.
Oh, in the ass?
Oh, she
They rub your
they
ass
rub
out
your
there.
And let me tell you
Really?
something.
Your butt getting rubbed.
Let me tell you something. I was not mad at it.
Okay.
But to
It
be
felt
fair, I told him she probably thought it was just his back because he ain't got no butt, so she didn't know.
I told him my
didn't know.
demise.
Look,
I said I've been
until-
thick. I've been getting thick.
until she saw a crack. She like, oh,
Oh my God.
this is butt. I didn't mean to do that.
No, she
So-
thought I had a BBL. She was like, BBL? I was like, nah, I'm good. But the funniest thing is
Black
like
one.
so I wanted her for the next day. So I called and she gave me her name, but her name was very like hard to pronounce.
Okay.
So I'm trying to ask the people at the front. I said, hey, I need and I was trying to pronounce her name, and they was like, who? And I was like, oh man. So then they finally understood. They was like, oh. So she gets on the phone. She was like, yes, I don't come till 8, but I can come at 7 a.m. for you. I was like, please, I would love you to come. She gets there. She pulls up on her scooter.
Scooter?
Yeah, it's all scooters.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
She pops off her helmet, comes in there. Now she telling me about her family. She massaged me so good that I was like, is there any way that I can donate to whatever cause that you got going
That's
on
how
here?
they get you.
It
Soft
was
hands and sympathy.
I said, what? You got a daughter? Like, is she okay? Everything? It was so good.
like I'm 18.
But yeah, we can continue.
That's funny. Okay.
So yeah, the rooms are very.
What
set.
day is this now? This is
This the end of the first Bali
this
trip.
is towards the back end,
Yeah.
but you in that room, you got an indoor and outdoor shower.
Yeah.
And it's just so peaceful, so peaceful. So that place has held a special place in my heart. Like if I go back to Bali, well, I'm definitely got to go back to Bali. I definitely got to go back to Lavina and go back to that place. But what's crazy is me and Rome paid for dinner for the group. We got massages. We bought ourselves dinners and lunches when we needed to eat. When we checked out, my bill was $100.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And how long? I mean, what?
We was there for
Like 3 days.
3-4 days. Yeah.
And your bill was $100.
$100. For the dinner, let me tell you something. So
I couldn't get that type of price on Skid Row, my nigga. I couldn't get that type of price.
You can't walk outside and not spend that.
No, I sweat that out before I even make it to
The
anywhere.
dinner, remember, it's 18, 19 people. We had buffet style dinner. They had drinks, everything. 18, 19 people. It was $150.
That's fucking crazy.
Well,
That sounds
they
awesome.
did a whole buffet for them with drink. They can have drinks, whole buffet, $150.
That's crazy.
If we go out today, all three of us, we spending $250 to eat.
All right, move. Let's move there.
we
I'm down.
we need
Fuck
to
it.
go.
Cheaper than here.
So then, while we're there, one of my favorite activities is snorkeling. So then we go snorkeling.
This is
And-
this day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was absolutely amazing. I'm talking about we snorkeling, swimming for 40 minutes each way, like, and you don't even feel it because it's just so calm water. So like you got some currents, but it's just beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. That was like one of my favorite parts of that trip because I just love being in the water. But it was just, and that whole Bali, the hype everyone talk about, why everyone moving there, it lives up to the hype. 100%. Everything you need is there to live, like grocery stores, shops. If I show you the clothes I bought, you would not believe that's from Bali. They got clubs if you want to party. We went to an R&B club, which is funny. But we'll get there.
R&B
Next
Bali
one.
Club. R&B.
What else? They got everything you need. It's like perfect for a digital nomad.
And the most important thing is like they big on community. It's community everything. Like we was passing a wedding one day, and he said we could go to the wedding if we wanted to because they open it up like community. They do so much community.
That's cool.
They do a 10-mile walk for a ceremony. I forgot how often they do it, but a walk to the beach to collect the water as holy water to bring it back to the temple to pray over it. And it's all as a community. Like you see them all go. Everything is community. Like
really cool.
you get your own temple when you have your family. Like they dedicate a special space for you and your wife to go. At like it's the honeymoon area. Like you
They
go.
go concede.
They don't believe in nursing homes. They do all their taking care of their elderly in their homes. Like each house that's built, I think they build it for extra space so that they can invite any community members in there that may need help. Everything is community, and it's like that's what we missing. Well, definitely missing here, but just in general,
Individualism.
as humans, like that community keeps people living longer. So that's why a lot of them live long because like they have the community. That was one of the most fascinating things about being there is everything was community. Everything.
Very interesting. Do you feel like because I had a talk, who was I talking about? I was talking to my cousin recently. He said he lost his brother, you know, unfortunately my other cousin passed, and he was just telling me how, you know, over the past couple months, I guess he realized how important family is, like to stay in touch and community and stuff like that with your family. But when you live our lives, we're all the way out here when our family's mostly on the East Coast. Do you feel like you need that like in-person interaction
I think I do.
with them more, or do you feel like talking on the phone is good enough or whatever?
No, I think I'm at the age where I do. I was thinking about that a lot, especially with them talking about community and talking about family. And I read a post from this guy. I think his name's Salil, I believe it was. But he talked about a post about, and it like I ain't never had a post hit me so hard till I read this. It was a thread about why he moved back to Boston, even though I don't like Boston, but why he moved back to Boston, where his family was. So he's living in LA, entrepreneur, you know, living entrepreneur life. Yeah. He just had a son not too long ago. He said he's walking on the beach with his son. His son is 6 months old, maybe a little bit older. He said he comes across an old man. Old man is like, "Oh, how old your son?" He's like, "Oh, he's like 6, 7 months." He's like, "Oh man," he was like, "You know, the years go by fast." He said, "So make sure you cherish every moment with your son." Then he asked him, he said, the old man asked him, he's like, "Where are your parents at?" He was like, "Oh, they back in Boston." He was like, "Oh, what you doing out here?" He's like, "Oh, you know, I'm running my own business, so I stay busy." He was like, "Oh, how old are your parents?" He was like, "My mom's like 68, my dad's like 72, 73. He was like, "How often do you go back to see them?" He was like once or twice a year. He was like, "Oh, okay, so you'll probably see them like 10 more times."
Damn.
And
Damn.
I said, shit.
You probably see him 10 more. God damn.
I said, that shit hit my core when he said that. I was like, God. He said he went back home, told his wife, he said, we gotta move back home for a little. We gotta go back home. And he said he moved back, and he been close to his parents, still running this business. But he said that was the reason he moved back. And that shit had me thinking for hours, nigga. I was like, that is crazy when you put it. The juxtaposition of like 10 more, and he was right. Like, because if we go once or twice, sometimes not in the year, like, it's like we don't know when. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when they're getting older, and I was like, wow. So I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, what does that look like to get them closer for me to go home more? What does it look like? Do I need to budget that in? Like, you know. So I was thinking about.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yes, I've been thinking about that a lot.
And for me, I felt that way just from people passing in my family the last 2 years. There's so many people have passed away. It's like
here.
you just know that you need to be around more, because I wholeheartedly feel like the purpose of life is happiness, but the most important thing is family. So I definitely need to go home more. I try to go home as much as I can. I'm like one of those, the once to twice a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, like at the end of the day, like when they gone, it's just this void. And it's like, man, even with our neighbor, that affected me. Like, it's like he just every time.
We got some bad news. Like, 2 days before they got back, I'm coming back home, and I'm about to walk in the house, and the mother and the daughter of our neighbor Frank just comes up, just walks over, and you know they don't usually just walk over there, and so they're walking up to me, and I'm like, oh, what's up, guys? How you doing? Just talking, and they're like, yeah, I don't know if you heard, but the wife was saying my husband passed. I was like, Frank passed? And she was like, yeah. And the daughter was next to her, and they was telling like crazy story how he might have been bit by something or something that
they don't
he
know
got
what
home,
it is.
his arm started getting swollen, and after 2 days he was gone.
That's crazy.
While he was working with them. So, you know, and he was an older man, but he wasn't that old. I mean, he looked
in
like
his 70s, I think.
He had some time.
He was
an
very
active
active.
man. Like, he was working every day. Like,
Yeah.
and so that was kind of tragic.
So some stuff like that is like, and then even the neighbor across the street, they passed too.
They passed,
what, 2 years ago?
Like a year or two ago, yeah.
So it's just like
remember, because that house is
the Russians.
Remember beforehand.
Oh yeah.
But you know, they didn't rebuild the whole house. You know, yeah.
But this stuff like that, you start thinking like, none of this material stuff matters. It's just like family. That's the most important. And my dad's side, they are very close. Like him and his sisters talk every day on the phone. Now he moved back, so he get to see them way more. But it's just like,
we need that. Like we definitely need that.
You need that. Like, because at the end of the day, who else is gonna be there for you besides your family? If everything goes to fail, they'll still take you in. Like, that's your family. So
it's like I agree with you. And you know, I watched Abba and Preach's video the other day where I don't know if you saw the newest
with
one.
his family.
Yeah, he bought his mom a condo recently.
Closer to him.
To him. It's a 5-minute walk, he said. And listening to him and just like
I'll never cook again.
Especially Ethiopia.
5-minute walk. I'm never cooking again.
I feel that because I do. I mean, we took a route where you trying to get to the point where you know you make it where you can take care of people. So when you're on this journey, you come to Hollywood and all the shit like everybody does. You're going to get a lot of selfishness, right? Because everyone's going hard.
Absolutely.
But it's not just pure selfishness. Some of it is. People trying to just I'm trying to be the man. But some people is like, yo, I'm trying to make it for my fam too. But if you're in the precipice of making it, or you're on the cusp, or you're not there yet, or whatever, and you know, you're still grinding, you know, the journey can kind of take away from maybe being close to your family all the time. And I'm not saying that's right, but what other choice? It's just, I mean, life is about choices. So I feel like, do you just make the choice? Because I've been prepping for my parents to die for a long time. And that might sound morbid.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
For a long time, I had to put in my head, they're going to die. There ain't going to be no asking anything.
Yeah.
Since, you know, college, I was like, they're going to die. I have to be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? I got to be prepared. Anybody could die. And then as family goes on, I noticed that. You know, okay, people are gone. How do I handle that? I can't just lose my mind. I can't. But, and it's sad sometimes I don't get to cherish all those moments with, you know, the people that have passed, or, you know, even with my own parents. I want to hang out with them more. You know, you do try to make time for that, and you should make time for that. But it's just I don't know. It's just this weird thing between on the journey of trying to make what you're trying to do happen, and then trying to connect with people at a distance. You know what I'm saying? When you do care about those people, but it's hard to be involved. It's almost like being a Viking. Like you go on a boat, you going out. You don't know when you're going to see your family again. You might never see your family again.
Yeah, especially back then on the wooden ships.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a wrap
like,
for you.
that's how it was for most men back then. You going on a journey somewhere, go to do what you do. You know, your wife will get lucky if she sees you again.
Yeah.
So I just always have that mentality. I am that fucking Viking warrior, whatever. I got to go out here. I'm sorry if I, you know, but with modern convenience, we got phones, we got FaceTime, you got all this different shit. You're able to connect a little more, but for some reason, it still feels like we're distant.
I just think it's two things. Like, you just got to put things in place. Like I said, I call the women in my family every Friday. I just had to do that because they would ask me, oh, you need to call more. So I was like, let me just make it a day, make it easy so I don't forget, and it ain't like, so make it easy.
I agree. That's a good.
But I think it became more pressing with age, because now I'm at the age where I'm losing people. Because, you know, everyone gets to the age where people passing is just a normal thing.
Right.
Like our parents' age, friends passing, parents passing, siblings passing is just a thing at that age in the 60s and 70s. So now I'm in my 30s. I'm at that age where it's like, all right, I'm losing cousins and aunts and uncles, and this is the age people lose parents too, possibly. So it's just like,
but I guess my position, and to ask to you, is the thing is do you choose family over the journey? Do you say, fuck it, you know, I'd rather just be with my family? Does everybody just come to that point? Or if you're that ambitious of a person, do you just got to also chalk it up to like, I'm going to lose people?
I am very ambitious. So I got to do this journey, the journeys I'm going on, because that's part of my happiness. It's part of my passion. But at the end of the day, you're doing it for family. Like, if you get everything you want and you don't have no family around, and you lost all your family, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? You doing it to share it with family and help out people, and like, that's the whole point of it.
I think
that's the motivation.
It's a perspective thing. I think I realized this when I was over there. We had a lot of time to just chill, but it's just like, I don't really care about the term of like making it no more. Like, I don't, that ship has kind of sailed for me. I used to have this thing where I'm like, oh, I would love it if, you know, we had a #1 show and do all this stuff. And I realized that ship really just left a long time ago. And I realized that's not in my control. Like, I can't, there's nothing I can do about that. But what I can control is the impact that I'm making on people. And that's the perspective where I'm at now. I'm like, all right, if I make enough impact, then even if I'm not with my family, I can impact them in some type of way and be able to service them. And then hopefully, from me just focusing on impact and not necessarily the monetary part of it, that I can get to a point where they can either be with me or I can be closer to them. Like, my mind is so much on family now when it comes to even my own kids, my own everything, that like, like when I have kids, it's like, it's on that part of my life now. I'm like, we not young boys anymore, we grown men. So every decision I make now is like, all right, is this going to help my future self? And am I doing it just because it feels like, oh, this is supposed to be done, or do I do it because this feels right? You know what I'm saying? So it's a perspective shift too. I know I can't be there with them all the time, but I know the things that I'm doing is getting me closer to being there with, like, maybe I can move my mom and dad out here, or like when my brothers is gone and everybody can move out. Anything, I've been thinking about that so much more than the money. The money comes with the impact, I believe.
I'd say,
so
what if I was your dad, I'd take it, because I would be trying to get out of Macon. If you my son, you say you want to move here to California
absolutely.
from Macon, Georgia.
I'll be out. I'll be out.
Son,
too.
I'm on my way.
Absolutely, but I think we all. I think we all are just.
I'm
in
pretty
that
sure
space.
you could get 10 to 15 massages in Macon outside of 21.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You can for a good price.
no,
in
no,
Macon?
no.
Come on, man.
No, absolutely. Them
Still
Macon sides
America.
probably trash.
Still America.
Them shit's probably trash.
America.
Let me rub grits on you, baby.
But that's a good. It's good to think about. You have to think about those things because just like it's a part of life, and I think it's.
But my thing
necessary.
is again,
how do you?
I'm kind of like stuck on this a little bit. And
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to your story, but how do you? Let's say something happens tomorrow to my parents. You know what I'm saying? It's done. Whatever happened, now I gotta just make sure it's something about other people that are alive in my family. But when you say, okay, so getting to the money, right? I agree that like the idea of making it, you know what I'm saying, is kind of like, what does that mean?
We in a different
you know what I'm
time
saying?
now.
Yeah, we a different time, and we've touched some of the highest
Yeah.
peaks. I've already been like, I appreciate what we've done,
Yeah.
but again, what if making it is tied up into the amount that you can see your family?
Then that's on you.
Because look, you're
Yeah.
saying
You can
one day
control that.
one day you want to move your family. That's
Yeah.
what you're working at.
That'd be dope. Yeah,
but
yeah.
if they go before you even get there,
Yeah.
you kind of just got to accept that, right?
Then I have my family and like then I know that I'm working. Okay, I couldn't.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully I couldn't. I couldn't do it for my parents, but now maybe I can at least have that luxury with my kids
Right.
and keep the
Okay.
immediate family. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's moving the goalposts as you need to. I believe because we literally don't know what's gonna happen with nothing. You know what I'm saying? We can just hope and pray.
But you also got to
thing,
move with the same
urgency.
urgency he was talking about, even though it's morbid, that we gonna die.
Yeah.
That should be
yeah.
motivation
Oh, yeah.
enough for you to go after what you need to go after and get things in order. And because, like, what else are we doing? Like, that's why been telling people, like, you ain't even got to recommend me no shows, right? I'm not watching no new shows right now. I'm very focused. I'm trying to end
Everything
these
sucks.
6 months strong. I'm on a music fast right now. Unless I'm
That's
editing
funny.
something, that's when I got to use music. But it's like music fast from like hip hop and all that stuff. I'm just trying to be focused and watching what I consume because I'm gonna die one day. Like, it's just surrounding me right now. Like, neighbors passing, family members passing. It's like, it's a reminder that, life could be short, life could be long, but either way, you're going to die. We all going to die at some point, so make the much impact and do as much as you can while you're here. So that's the way I've been thinking and moving, because I'm looking at my parents take care of their parents. Well, my mom take care of both of her parents, and they both passed. And I'm like, at some point, that may be me and my brother. My brother had moved back to help them with both of the grandparents that passed, which is crazy. And then I only got one grandparent left. He 93. So at any moment, I'm expecting a call about that. But he's moving really good. He's still very active, which is important for that age. So I don't know, but I'm not ready for my parents to pass. But I feel like I'm prepared for it, but I'm not ready for it.
Yeah.
But I am prepared because I'm just at that age now. And so many people have passed. It's just like, it's going to hit there at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. It's just it's a tough battle to balance that because as a person that likes to be single-minded, because I feel like that helps me accomplish more. Like if I just focus on this, it's hard to organize connecting with all of my family and stuff. It's hard to prioritize that sometimes. And not to say I need to work on that.
Yeah.
But it is a tough challenge when you think, back in the day, they you get a regular job, whatever, one day, 30 years, you can buy a house, or, you could buy a house and pay it off 30 years, all that good stuff. And they keep talking about our generation ain't going to be.
No.
We can't afford houses. It's like to get to, you're talking about how expensive everything is right now. We probably might go into a depression. I'm sorry, this ain't mayhem hour. I don't mean to make things bad news, but
Conversation.
But it's just real. And you seeing all these YouTubers taking off and like being like, yo, I'm stepping back because the grind is too much or whatever people saying. I heard this one chick say, she was like, don't take a break if you're doing a podcast. She said,
That
don't take a
sounds
break.
so funny.
This is grind.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, it's just it's like we're simultaneously living in a completely different world than 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And at the same time, everything has gotten tougher, harder for people in general, whatever. You know, it's a very confusing time. It's a hard time. And I do agree, you should try your best to connect with family. But I have that other side of my brain. Like, if I make it in the terms of, I'm not saying be rich and famous. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care. Stability. That's making it. Kevin Hart is back, baby. Taking the stage in Vegas for Reality Check, his first stand-up special in 3 years. It's streaming now on Peacock, and he's clearly at the top of his game. In this epic new hour of comedy, Hart tackles pop culture, being a son and father, social media, and more with his unfiltered, unapologetic takes. No topic is off limits. From height-enhancing surgery to sign language miscommunication at the gym, the special dropped on his birthday, so as he enters this new chapter, Hart reflects on his life, the ups, the downs, and the totally sideways. Now that he's 43, he's not putting up with any BS, especially his own. And no matter how A-list his stories get, he somehow makes them relatable. From messing with LeBron to not knowing what to wear to a BLM protest with T.I. and Ludacris, who, by the way, is in the audience. After the last few years, let's just say we could all use a reality check. Stream the new Kevin Hart special, Reality Check, only on Peacock. Guys, you ever feel stretched out like a rug? You could literally see stuff hitting the ceiling while your life is just collapsed to the ground. You really got to take some time for yourself. It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you and never take a moment to think about what do you need. But when you spend all of your time giving, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and burnt out. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. Whether or not you ever thought about therapy, there are so many benefits to it. It's helpful learning about positive coping skills and how to set boundaries and all these things that empower us and make us stronger to navigate life. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/traphouse.
Yeah.
You're stable to have steady. You're not worried so much about the grind. You have that steady schedule, steady income, steady. That's making it.
But also,
you could be a guy, just you got a show once a night, you do a thing, whatever, and that's content. You walk away with, you might have, even if you have 10, 20 G's in your account and, you're steady making some money, once a week or whatever. If that's what makes you good, you don't need to be a millionaire.
I mean, you definitely
if you're good, you could go see your parents, you could fly them out, you could do things like that. But until you get to a certain point, which I feel like a lot of people right now ain't even at that baseline point. That's why we got all this homeless people. That's why you got people losing their mind, complaining about jobs, all this shit.
Well, it's because they confusing like with time with money. I feel like I've learned that hard work doesn't equal wealth. Like working hard is not going to get you wealth, but understanding time and understanding the asset of time can get you wealth. Like if you know that, all right, if I write this book, maybe it's going to take me a month or two, whether it's an ebook, whatever it is. But I understand that if I charge $20 to $25 for this ebook over time, that's just that's less work, but I'm getting more money because I've serviced somebody and I'm getting more money for this ebook. I think it's just figuring out what's the time and money comparison for a lot of people. And the people think, because people work hard for 60 years and still broke.
Yeah, people that got 3 jobs are usually still poor.
So it's like, it's not a work hard thing. It's a like figuring out how can I make the time work for me. And we're all just trying to figure that out and what that what that looks like. But I think we, like I said, we are in our mid-30s and we just realizing like a lot of the shit that we are fed is just false and it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the beauty of traveling. Like you always come back a different person, but you get these new perspectives. I learned that in Zanzibar. Like your perception of happiness is this. Your idea of happiness is on you. Yeah, like you were saying, because out here, happiness, people want mansions, Lambos.
Yeah, that all that shit, that is for the fuck shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about none of that shit.
But that's
what
what
will
I'm
make
saying.
me truly happy is to know that I'm good and everybody I know around me is good.
That's it.
That's honestly the realest thing. Like, my family's good, y'all good, I'm good. Outside of that, I really don't give a fuck about having no Lambos, none of that stupid shit. None of the, like, I don't need expensive stuff. I could be a dude that works for 60 years or whatever and not be broke, but if I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah.
But that's what
like, I can accept that as happiness. Oh, this is a life. I enjoy doing what I do. If I enjoy doing what I do,
that's it.
And I'm bringing in income every week, month, whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. It's on you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not what, other people are saying, this their happiness. Well, make him happy may not make me happy. So it's like, there's nothing wrong if you a car dude. If you into cars, hey, Lambo may be a thing you want. That's fine. But I'm just saying, a lot of times in LA, that's the perception of like making it and happiness, having all those material things. But as y'all
it causes
said,
a lot of fakery and shit.
Yeah, this financial freedom to do what I want, how I want, when I want, that's happiness to me. That's all I need. I don't know what that number is, but whatever that is, I'm good.
Like I said, it's just what you consuming, what you watching, what you feeding yourself. I'm learning so much just from the things that we've been, watching, we've been seeing. It's just once you start surrounding yourself with the books, that financial books, whatever it is, like the thing, your mind gets expanded. You just get to a point where you're like, all right, I ain't doing this other shit no more. I'm doing what makes sense. I'm doing what, like reading the Shoe Dog book from Phil Knight with Nike was very inspiring. Just
That's what Air is based on?
yeah, part of it. Yeah, part of the Jordan part. But it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna say it on here. Like, for example, like I said, I was talking about the not caring about the Hollywood shit. I don't give a fuck about that. And I was talking to somebody and they made a good point. They said, look, man, if you got something that's already working for you, right? You got your podcast, you got Shady Side Up. Two things that could possibly make you money. He was like, there's no need to put so much creative energy into like, oh, I gotta write the next film. Or it's like, nah, you gotta write the next commercial for your business so you can take your business to the next level. And once your business scales to the next level, then you can bring other people on. And now everybody eating, you know what I'm saying? If you too worried about, writing the next movie or the next sketch show or whatever that is, and you can't have no control, especially with this writer strike, you see it could be shut down at any moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my mindset now is like, all right, well, I have to put my creative energy into Shady Side Up because that's the thing that's making the money right now, as far as like what I could see building an empire, because it's not just a sunglass company. It could be a creative, it could be whatever it is, and then you can shoot shit. You can like, my mind was just expanded and blown to another place because I'm like, all right, this makes sense, because it's like if the money is on the table in front of you, don't wipe it off the table and say, nah, I'm gonna go do this. Like, all right, how can we stack on top of this money? How can we start building the team around this money, whatever that is? So that's the next pivot in my mind, in my life, just trying to figure out what that looks like. If I can have all my niggas doing stuff, you shooting stuff, if Shady Side Up becomes this big thing and you shooting stuff, we creative directing, Mike is writing stuff, all this stuff, it's essentially the same thing as Dormtainment, but just in a business format, but just in another creative avenue. Like, I was listening to Virgil, he had a thing that somebody put together, and he was like, if you're an illustrator at a company, don't let the company tell you that you can't be a director of sales, or you can't be a director of this, or you literally can do whatever it is at a company, especially if you feel like you have the skills.
That is all in the mic.
Oh my God.
Especially if you have the skills. So it's just like, that's where my mind is at. I'm like, why not put all the creative energy into where the energy is at now, and be able to get to a place where you can help everybody around you? So that's why I say impact has been on my mind so heavy, and that's why it's been that beer getting to it. But that's just where my mind is at. Like I really want everybody around me to eat, and so if I think about impact and how I can do that, like that just makes sense right now. And I know this went to a whole nother place, but it's like fuck it, we here. So I was just talking about it. Like that's just where my heart is right now. I can't hide it. That's just where it's at. You know, but
all right. Well, let's get back and for the wrap up.
On the trip.
Rest is, so after Lavina, we went to that was the first group. Second group comes in and we start in Ubud, which is one of the most popular.
Shit always funny. Ubud.
Yeah, one of the most popular destinations in Bali. It's very zen, very nature.
Is that in any of these pictures?
Yes. Let's go back.
Oh, wrong.
Go up.
One?
Like these two.
Okay.
That was our. They put us in a villa, so it was just 2 rooms, private pool, whatever, and. This is where the nature shit come in when you was asking about bugs. Mm-hmm. So our bathroom,
this kind of remind me of our Dunwoody place a little bit from this angle.
Yeah. Our bathrooms very nice, modern, beautiful design.
Yeah.
But the flaw is the windows are open,
like this big. Like,
what do you mean they're open?
No glass on it. It's just a square in the wall. Open.
With a flap.
You got a flap, a curtain that can go down,
Yeah,
but anything can get in.
The
Like they wanted to be outdoor, indoor type bathroom, but it's not good when you in nature.
Yeah.
Because stuff gonna come in.
The windows basically had a do-rag flap. That's pretty much.
So stuff gonna come in.
Close the window, do-rag.
and everything I'm about to say, y'all gonna see in the second vlog. Because this is the part group 2.
So this area right here was jungly. Like or like
not necessarily jungly
fields, like
that sounds funny.
Jungly.
Yeah, I didn't know how
it is. It's kind of, but not really.
It's more nature based. It's not like city.
Yeah,
like the city, we got to drive to the city a little bit, so it's more supposed to be like you feel the nature.
This is their version of suburbs, but with a little bit of nature, more nature.
Yeah, it's like a little out, but it's beautiful.
And we didn't know we was gonna have just this
had
whole
no idea.
Condo basically is upstairs, downstairs, and we basically.
I think the hotel just put us in there because since we brought a group there, it's like, okay, you bringing this many people here, let me give the host this place, which I appreciate. Beautiful room, everything's beautiful, but that design flaw, that open window. So the first day,
the design flaw.
It's a design flaw.
This is a design
you could have had the same
you
outdoor
dissing their country right now.
Look,
that's what they chose.
On this trip, we had 3 indoor-outdoor bathroom styles, but the other 2 had screens over the window. Like they'll have it open, but they'll have something to protect from stuff getting in.
Right.
So this one,
this nigga wrong.
This open.
How we land on this?
And the first day, get there, like cool. I'm looking at him like this ain't good.
Yeah.
Because anything can get in here.
Why wasn't it good? Oh, because when you saw them.
Anything can get in here.
So let me take you to dinner. We go to dinner.
All right.
We know it's gonna be little lizards out because it's
geckos
that's
everywhere.
fine.
Is this a walking to dinner or is this
we just walked to the dinner because it's at the hotel.
Okay.
It's right at the hotel.
Okay.
So we sitting at dinner and I look on the wall and I was like, "Is that a spot or is that a lizard?" Cam look. He said, "That's a fucking lizard." My nigga was about solid
gecko.
So we like, okay, that's out here. We was like, as long as that's not in the room, I'm good. He said, but if that's in the room,
but you used to the little ones.
Little
There's
ones,
a bunch
fine.
of little ones. Not care about them at all.
I still don't like little ones.
They just sell car insurance.
Remember we're in Florida that do Orlando?
But those ain't geckos. Those ain't geckos.
Okay.
Though. That's a different lizard.
Yeah.
So, but those is the same size as those. But it's like whatever. I don't care about them at all. They can be in the room.
Yeah.
I don't want them in there, but they can be in there.
Yeah,
They
right.
no harmless. The next morning, I gotta pee. You know, you wake up, you gotta pee. I open my sliding door to my bathroom and I see the biggest gecko right there on the wall. Fat and dark, like black.
A black gecko?
Yeah, it was
I got
dark.
I never even heard of a black
That
gecko.
shit
It's gonna be in the vlog, but I'm just gonna show you.
So you can see. You can be like,
But as soon as I saw it, I closed it. I said, "Come on, man." I said, "See, this is the shit I'm talking about."
You didn't take a picture of it on here?
we got the room.
I didn't post it yet.
He gonna put it on the vlog, but he about to
It's
show you.
all in the vlog.
Okay.
I've been at him. I'm about to show you. But so then I close it. I like, let me grab the vlog camera. So then I open it back up. I'm vlogging this nigga, and he just there on the wall. I'm like, nah,
That shit
man.
fat, dog. That shit was big. I said,
It looked like
nah,
his shoe.
man.
Put your shoe up, man.
No, a gecko.
No, that shit.
I thought geckos.
That shit was about
show
this
you.
long, and he
Like
at
an
least,
iguana.
He at least like this fat. Like that nigga was big. I said, oh nah.
You gotta get captured.
You
gotta
get
be hunted down.
Immediately, I call the front desk. Y'all gotta come get this.
This nigga's poking through a crack of a.
Look how big that.
Oh my god!
And wait till it move.
That shit got tiger stripes.
No. They gonna have to come get that. I'm not going there. It's a grown man. Absolutely.
And how fast does that bitch?
Watch
move?
how it move.
No,
Oh Lord have mercy, nah.
Thank God he saw it.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you, I woke up one morning.
Yeah.
It was pitch black in my room. I turn on the light. I look up, and there is a big, like, just a wasp. I'm not a wasp. A mosquito. Just
Oh, I
flying
know
above.
the big ones. Yeah.
I felt so violated. I was like, what did you do to me in the middle of the night? What are you doing here? I was like,
He was like, yeah, nigga.
nah, I killed that bitch immediately. I was like, so I can't imagine a
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, so the dude he come with a broom. I said, a broom? You need a gun for that. So they come, they do some stuff, and I didn't see it for the rest of the trip. But that first day, I went up to room, showered. I said, I'll be brave the next day.
You too
Yeah,
nervous.
I'm too paranoid.
You're too
So
paranoid.
every day, whenever I use the bathroom again, I'm opening it slowly. I'm looking where I can see first. Then I pop my head in. And look back.
And by proximity, I'm nervous.
Yeah,
Because now I'm like,
yeah.
all right, if he came in his room, ain't no telling. So each day we would walk, and each day the cleaners would come, they would lift up the do-rag on the window.
Oh, my
and we'd be like, nah,
God.
put the do-rag back down.
Stop lifting that and do-rag up.
Put the do-rag down. But
Then I would lock my bathroom. You can lock it from the outside. I would lock it. Just in case if he evolved in the middle of the night and could
He turned into Cell
yeah.
from Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know if he a
Yeah.
shapeshifter or whatever.
But
he
beautiful
is.
place. It's just that
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So then we Ubud, and then we go to Canggu.
Canggu, yeah.
Now Canggu is where you would live if you're a digital nomad. That's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
possible area. People
Did you
live
meet-
in Ubud too.
Did you meet any of these digital? Were there any
Yeah.
other
You could look at.
creators?
We met one or two that we just like randomly met, but
Okay.
yeah. But we seen. You could tell. You could just
tell,
tell.
man.
But Canggu, it got a bunch of restaurants. It got a
Yeah.
bunch of shopping. It got like
Clubs.
all the day clubs are there
Right.
in Canggu.
Okay.
So all the big day clubs.
It's
And
like more
and-
younger.
Yeah, a
crowd.
little bit.
Yeah, and then there's beach there. So you got everything you
That
need.
shit look pretty. As
You got everything you need. And yeah, that's where we went to an R&B club. $5 to get in.
As soon as we got in there,
That's amazing.
the dude we start dancing. He was like, there was a black dude on the mic. He was like, "Oh, I know when my niggas get in here, they gonna start dancing."
Yo, that's hilarious.
Because you're not used to seeing
so-
black people. Like
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
see
He was
that many
happy.
black people
That's hilarious.
outside of us for so long. Like when we landed in LA, it was almost a culture shock.
yeah, low key.
It was so diverse. It was crazy. Like, and especially Korea. Our layover in South Korea, it ain't no blacks and ain't no butts.
No blacks, no
in
butts.
Korea.
Yeah,
It's
I
cigarette
could see
butts,
that.
but
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, cigarette butts.
But the
That's
people
it.
of Bali are so nice. They're so welcoming, warming. Like it was.
What do they
beautiful.
look like? What do Bali people look like? Are they darker skinned?
To
You
be
got
honest,
both. You
Dark
got
skinned
both.
Asians?
You got both.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
more in the darker tones,
More
but you got
darker.
light skin, the lighter complexion,
Right.
but they're
Yeah.
mostly like brownish, the brown,
Yeah.
lighter brown than us.
yeah.
What they mouths feel like?
What they mouths feel like?
Bro, you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, listen, I don't know what they mouths feel like.
We'll talk off camera.
Yeah. We'll talk off camera.
We'll tell you some stuff off camera.
all right. So there's some private stories that can be told.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Always,
Absolutely.
always private stuff. It is what it is.
But
Okay,
nice,
so at this
nice
point,
people.
what day is this? This is like
This the
2
end
weeks?
of
This
two
the end
weeks,
of Bali.
Yeah.
This the end of
This the end
Bali.
of Bali,
End of Bali.
basically.
All right,
and then we go to Thailand, and Thailand is a smaller group. It's like
Did y'all lose any people on the trip? Anyone
You
tap
mean
out for
like-
any reason? Like
No, not really.
Everybody
that
got
Bali flu or something?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
Nah.
Then we go to Thailand, and we go to first we got layover in Bangkok.
Real quick before we exit Thailand, I will say
Exit Bali.
Exit Bali. I will say never felt jet lag as when you arrive to another country, like when we arrived to Asia.
That
shit was on our
In Bali?
Oh yeah, that shit was on our
insane
back.
jet lag.
How many hours was it to get there?
15. Oh, no, like so to get there now like 18, 19, but
Because you had
we're
a
15
layover.
hours ahead of LA.
Oh yeah,
That jet was on our back for like the first 3 days, and then it let up after that shit. I was like, whoa,
Intense.
Talking about you couldn't do nothing. You were like, all right, I'm
I gotta go to
It's
bed.
nighttime.
I gotta go to bed. But anyway, Thailand.
So Thailand, we got one night in Bangkok before we go to Koh Samui.
Yeah.
That's where we starting, and then
Bangkok's a cool place.
A lot of cocks
Thailand.
and
Here, Bali's even cheaper than Thailand,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But Bali is like, I would live there before Thailand, but I could live in Thailand easily too. But
Scenery
I would
in
live
Thailand crazy.
But the
Okay.
scenery in Thailand,
Yeah.
It's
got
better?
Bali. What? Dog.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
is this Thailand?
Yeah,
right here?
that's
Oh,
the
okay,
PP
okay.
Islands and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, this looks like Thailand. Okay.
Scenery crazy.
It's crazy. But Koh Samui, we get there, welcome the people, and I ain't never show up to it. So every group got a welcome dinner and a farewell dinner for sure. I've never showed up to a restaurant and the food ready already.
It was ready.
Like, as soon as we got to the restaurant, they started just bringing so much food. I'm like, y'all bringing out
fuck I'm talking
it's 20 of us. I'm talking about two whole fishes,
All types of
prawns
shit.
the size like this,
Vegetables I ain't never
vegetables. This is crazy.
Making me hungry now.
Crazy.
God
seen.
damn.
Crazy. And we can see the niggas out getting the
Yeah,
the
we
fish.
see them out there
Getting
again.
the
Getting the
fish, like,
fish.
I
It's
said-
funny. It's the same crew from. You got to take the boat over here.
And then what we forgot to mention, the fruits, the fruits out of the countries already, but fruits in Asia, man.
Yeah,
Fruits in Asia
Fruits
and
in Asia
Africa are the
crazy.
best fruits I've ever had in my life. They
Yeah.
got this thing called mango stem and the snake fruit skin. Man, y'all,
Yeah.
if y'all know,
Snake
you know.
fruit skin.
Snake fruit skin.
It's like
yeah.
the skin look like snake skin,
But the inside is just sweet.
it's crazy. But yeah. So we go to Koh Samui and what we go on a snorkeling tour, another boat tour.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, another boat tour. Beautiful.
Yeah.
The scenery
The boat
is
ride out there was
crazy. The
great.
boat ride is crazy. And then we go to Koh Phangan.
Koh Phangan.
Yeah, Koh Phangan. And I like that even more because our resort was right on both of them was on the beach,
Yeah.
but this beach was nicer and it was just nobody out there half the time.
The warmest water. The warmest water.
Yeah, all the waters out there calm, first calm and warm.
Yeah.
Because this is no, this is Pacific.
This is a
Ocean,
This is a sea like a it's like
Adam and
Like
sea.
the dead
Adam,
one
yeah,
or
something one of them seas.
So, yeah, we do all that. I'm breezing through these because I'm getting to
gonna
the
be in the
interesting
vlog, yeah.
part. Yeah.
Right.
So we get to Phuket. Now this is like city
And we can't even tell you 'cause we're
Tourism.
about to tell a story, but
tourism,
Yeah.
but there's one part of Phuket everyone said you got to go to a ping pong show. And it's this place called Bangla Road. And this place is like Vegas time, this concentrated Vegas in one road. Or
Like
Yeah.
gambling or just like you talking about Vegas strips?
like
no, just the energy, like the
all it is dispensaries, bars with women dancing on it,
clubs.
freelancers all on the side waiting
Yeah.
to be picked up for work,
Yeah.
Okay.
clubs, and the ping pong show. Wild. We gonna tell a DT story right after this, so
A ping pong
we
show,
gonna
yeah.
save it.
So y'all tune into ping pong
But
show story. Yeah.
I may come back on next week and tell you what we said, just in case you didn't see it. But if you've been to a ping pong show, you know,
yeah.
insane. It's one of the
Is
wildest
it
things.
Actually,
You'll never
I've
unsee
seen
it.
is the
something-
game actually involved?
You'll never
I've,
unsee it.
I've seen something I've never seen before ever in my life.
Ever.
All right.
And I don't care to necessarily see it ever again,
Yeah.
but insane.
All right.
So yeah, you just being here for the story because we need your reactions.
All right.
And yeah,
Interesting.
but
Okay.
But Phuket was beautiful, too. All of
but
it
the
was
best
beautiful.
part of Phuket,
But Phuket, you said, is
Oh.
like city, like they have tall buildings type
no,
of thing. or
it's
is it
both.
just-
It's like beach resort, but you can go into like city parts where it's like all the action is.
If this is Thailand, right? Koh Samui was here. Koh Phangan, like right here, and then Phuket was another island right down
Okay,
here. So we had to
south.
fly. We had to fly to Phuket.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like
okay, okay.
like Bangkok is city.
It's
that's
city.
the
Yeah,
city.
that's like New York.
But
like
Phuket
yeah.
is like more like I guess a LA. Like you can be in the valley,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then drive into more of the
okay.
action. It's
Yeah.
like that, but it's
Yeah.
more developed than like Koh Samui
Yeah.
and Koh
Shout out to our tour guide Jay. He'd be proud of us.
But
You mean
yeah, we went on a 8-hour boat tour to the PP Islands.
That's one of
the PPI.
what you saw in that one video. Like everyone have seen that before.
PP.
Okay.
Those pictures
That's what
don't
the pyramid type.
the pictures don't do it justice. To see it in person
It's crazy.
is arguably top 5 most beautiful things I've seen. Like this video alone, I didn't even notice until after I watched it again. Like this
That shit
video really
crazy.
captured it well, but to see it in person is still.
And it's an hour boat ride out there, so it's out there. Like, but it's
Right.
It's out there for a purpose because it's so pure that they don't even let people get in the water in certain parts of it.
Like you can't get in the water no more.
That shit's
Why?
because they don't want to mess it up. They want it to be like you can walk like your feet, but you can't like
Okay.
get all the way
I'm
in.
dipping my toes in that.
Yeah, you got to dip your
If I
toes in
fly
there.
there,
That's where we ate lunch at.
Like that shit. That area is crazy.
That's fire.
Hold on.
That's fire.
Whole fish. It was $10 for everything. My
That's
drink.
sweet chili sauce, and it was good.
Come on, man.
The boat tour. I'll put it this way: the tour that we use, the company that we use, it was started because a guy said he came 15 years ago, either 12 or 15 years ago to Phuket, and when he got to Phuket, he loved it so much that he just stayed, and then he started that company, a tour company, and that's how. So that's the tour company that we use. He said,
Oh, shit.
He said he came on vacation. He was like, "Oh, I'm moving my family here," and he left.
Oh, he had a whole family too.
Yeah,
They-
I
get it. I get it. 'Cause I had the question, like, why am I coming back? I put that on IG. Someone said, "Yeah, but you got to come back for your mom." I said, "My mom don't even live in America no more." What you mean?
It really make you question. You like, maybe I'm gonna spend some months out the years of my life not in America. Like, it's crazy.
Got to, because
Got to,
I
yeah.
always said I can live. I want to live out there at least for a year or something.
Yeah.
And everyone would ask me where, and I'm like, I don't know yet. I finally got an answer. Bali for sure. Thailand I could do too.
I can do some time
and
in
if
the-
you
yeah.
live in Bali, you can just go to Thailand.
Yeah.
It ain't far.
And Bali, a lot of Australians. A lot of Australians. 'Cause that's their
Australia.
vacation.
In
They right
Bali?
there.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
their
they're right
Caribbean.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're right there. A lot of Australians. But yeah, the trip, I mean, overall, it's phenomenal. 40 days in Asia. Sound like a movie, but
Okay. Now was you said this is Thailand?
that's Thailand, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where was it flat like South Korea?
Nah, it's a little more shape out there.
Yeah,
little more shape out there.
A little bit more mountain. A little bit more mountain.
Only South Korea was this
Yeah.
Serengeti, this flat.
flat ass, flat faces.
Yeah, this,
When we go on David Soul,
oh yeah, we go David. So we definitely gonna be talking
Oh,
about.
let's go.
Big Soul. We called Tim when we was in Thailand too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He was like, "Oh, this your first time?" He was like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
He ain't telling you where to go.
He was telling us like stuff to eat and stuff like
Okay,
that. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's
everything looked good. This
Everything-
is just,
it's
this is
good.
just fruit on. This looked like uncooked grain of rice, and it looked good. I don't know.
everything looked good. Everything was just good. Massages, fire. It's like, yeah, that Asia doing it right. They doing it right. I advise anybody, if you can get to Asia. I told Emmanuel the other night, I said, what you don't realize is like how big the world is until you go like that far. Because I was telling them like, I said, so we had to go from Phuket to Bangkok. That was 1 hour. Bangkok to Korea, which was 6 hours, and then Korea back to LA, which was 13. Or 10 or 11. I said, but for 10 of the hours, you're going 600 miles per hour over water. I said, why is it that much water out there? Like,
crazy.
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
10 hours of what? 600 miles per hour.
And
crab curry, yellow curry.
that's amazing.
And it's just like, if you get
You don't
lost
know how
out
much I
there,
paid
it's a
for it.
wrap for you.
How much
Yeah.
you pay for it?
I got that and a whole coconut, fresh coconut to drink out of. That was I brought the bill to bring on the show. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah, he
the
did bring the bill.
trap. Hold on.
Was that bill from
Yeah.
Bali or Thailand?
No, the Thailand.
Oh, the Thailand.
Nigga brought the receipts.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you, me and him one day we went, and when we was in Bali, we had whole fish, rice, vegetables, 2 smoothies, a little dessert thing, some other side, I think a side of fries. Yeah, $14. for both of us.
Man,
I said, it's like,
we living in hell in America. We are living in hell in America. But point to what you were saying, it goes back to the Viking thing. Because imagine when niggas were just on boats.
on boats.
I
I just went 600 miles per hour for 10 hours.
for 10 hours. I'm gonna be, babe. I'll never see you again.
I'll never see you again.
I'm about to take
you again.
3 months to go from Greece to Africa.
That's crazy.
And I don't think I'm coming back.
I'm gonna end the show like this. So whenever y'all done,
Okay, we'll keep.
Oh, here we go.
In the show like this. Oh, let's talk about real quick the monkey sanctuary. First off, great place to go to.
Like they praying? There?
No, like he got the picture. If you go to Cam's page.
Oh, this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Selfies with monkey.
So
That's cool. I see you got that head wrapped.
oh yeah, 'cause the
I
monkey,
saw that monkey
video.
rip.
Yeah.
Rip that dude's
And the
And I
monkeys-
say it in the podcast,
and they-
like I mean in the vlog.
Oh, yeah.
I said I'm wrapping my
and
hair.
like before
I'm
you
not
get in
playing.
there, they tell you don't look the
let me
monkey
go.
in the eye, and then they said and don't have like a lot of stuff loose on you.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But people don't listen, and people have water bottles in their pocket. Them monkeys snatching them water bottles out their pocket, twisting it and drinking it like a beer, like Stone Cold.
See, I'd feel tempted to punch a monkey. Like,
mean,
you take
oh,
my
man,
shit and just
punch
drink
him.
it in front of me?
Let me tell you, if the monkey attack you, yes, punch that monkey.
yeah, definitely
absolutely. but if you don't have nothing on you, they was real chill. But it's just crazy and wild monkey. They run around everywhere. They hopping on stuff like it was dope.
And this sanctuary, it's all caged and
no,
closed?
this is wild.
Oh,
The monkeys just stay in this area.
okay. And they're amongst other people just walking
so
around.
there's a strip of hotels and stuff in that area. They say if you stay in your hotel, sometimes the monkey will be on your porch, like because it's a wild area.
That is hilarious.
If I woke up monkey on the porch, I'm gonna be scared. I'm be like, all right, my nigga. If I stay in one of the hotels, my door's closed at all times.
Oh, yeah. If I lived there for a couple months,
if you live there for a while, you might
and
be
especially if I'm getting high a little bit,
you might be used to it.
I'm gonna try to talk to this
Yeah,
monkey.
you might, because it might be. If
I'll
you
be
feed
looking to his
if
eyes,
you feed a
"Can you
specific
hear
monkey,
me?"
he gonna come back. He gonna definitely be back if you start feeding him.
Give him a little handshake. Like,
Like, hey, me and you,
we cool, right? We cool. Do you know math?
Oh yeah. Also, weed is legal in Thailand.
Yeah.
As of right now, before the next regime come in, I think they're gonna make it illegal. But right now, it's legal. They got
Oh, come on,
dispensaries.
next regime.
So
Goddamn communist.
Always regiming.
they got dispensaries out there. Everything.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, let's talk. You can talk about it. Go ahead.
I'm saying I want to end the show with this. So if you still got stuff to talk about,
I'm trying to think what else that was a highlight. Yeah, PP Islands was crazy. I'm trying to think if
Did y'all go to a barber shop while y'all there?
Oh, okay. Let me get my bar. Okay, all right. Here we go. So in Bali, we were like, all right, we here 3 weeks. We at least need to get some type of lineup or fade or something. The first day we got there, we were walking and we seen a barbershop. We seen multiple barbershops, but we seen one
In Bali.
Yeah, in Bali, and we seen one particular. We was like, all right, they look like they may be able to do something in there.
Now, were these dark-skinned Bali people?
Oh, these dark skin, tattooed up.
Like, yo,
It's
Bali's are darker.
Yeah, okay.
Bali
people.
is a tattoo nation. They tattoo shops every 10 feet.
Tattoo massages, restaurants.
And restaurants.
like tattoos like yours, or is it like the Samoan type
tatted.
of?
Oh no,
Look, look.
This was from Thailand. It's healing right now, but
Oh, shit.
I got four new tattoos. I paid $400.
What is that?
It's a samurai. It's healing right now.
Wow,
Samurai.
that looks
piece.
detailed as fuck.
$400. This would have been $1,500 minimum.
Yes.
minimum.
2,000.
Minimum.
2,000,
But that was
though.
in Thailand. But in Bali, they try to catch you tattoo, because they is tattoo shop. And a couple of our group members in the first group, they got tattoos like the last day.
Okay, cool.
But so we was like, all right, this the day. So we Google it. We walk to the barbershop. We get in there. Cool dude. Like he was like, sit down. And Cam was like, go ahead, you go first because you got the big head because you know they got a test on you. I was like, I feel it. I'll go. I went. He faded me up. I was like,
Not bad.
Full cut, $13.
Oh my god, that
Haven't
is
paid
man.
that since high school.
So-
In high school, I was paying 10.
So we went to him twice. Cool. So then we get to Thailand and we was like, all right, we're gonna be here for a little bit. And then this is right towards the end of the first group. We was like, all right, we got to get a cut before we go to Phuket. So I Googled this place. I was like, all right, I found this place. We going here. I'm gonna say this on this podcast. That's one of the best cuts of my life.
Wow,
My life.
Phuket gave you the best cut.
One of the best cuts of my life.
I said,
A Phu-Cut?
A Phu-Cut?
Phu-Cut.
No.
Phu-Cut.
You got a Phu-Cut?
I got Phu-Cut. Yeah,
That's the
that's
title.
good. Phu-Cut.
A Phu-Cut and Phuket.
Phu-Cut and Phuket.
When I saw it, I said, "That's top 5 best haircuts you
Look,
got."
wow.
Since I know
He
you.
was blending
I like
that fade.
That
He
man
was-
faded
he was
like that
faded.
dude. Because like look at his. I call them brackets. His
Brackets, yeah.
They
I think
always
that's what they
use.
call.
Huh?
I think that's what it's
Oh,
called.
maybe,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying. I don't know that that's the technical, but usually they make his brackets big.
A little bigger, yeah.
I hate when people make my brackets
brackets.
really
Because his
big.
head not.
Yeah.
But I also hate when they make it real small. So
Yeah.
for him, it could be big, but the way Buddy did it,
He
he made it
blended that
medium. And then the fade was fresh as hell. I was like,
Yeah.
that is one of your best.
My homie
cuts
hit me on
ever.
IG because we took a picture of the side of the fade. My homie hit me on IG. He was like, because he asked me about cuts, and then I sent him that picture. He said, "What tight nigga cut you like that? That shit look
That's
crazy."
hilarious.
He did that. I get.
You ain't call your barber here and be like, bruh,
We told
you
him we got
need
back."
to go to Bangkok and learn.
He did that. He took a little long,
I
but I get why.
I told him his best cuts: Shaft, Tony, Kelvin, and that dude.
Damn, that's a high. That's a
I'm
high
telling
list.
you. I'm telling you, man.
He did that.
That cut was. I kept looking at it like, God, that's
Away
a
from the
good-
cut, was it like a? You know how some barbers really put the
Oh
nice,
no, yeah.
Yo, yeah.
sensual, almost
They-
like heat your face.
Bali
up
was
with
doing the
warm
hot
cloth.
rag,
Hot
cold
rag,
rag,
yeah.
razor,
Yeah.
everything. 13 no
I paid
bucks.
$13 again for the one of the best cuts. I paid $13.
Yo, fuck American barbers.
We done with you.
Done. It's over.
But yeah, I think that was the last piece. We could talk about the prices.
All right, so I'm gonna end this. This is Phuket, my last hotel we stayed at.
This is disgusting.
Well, go to
Okay, hold on. Pull it up here. What we going to?
my IG. Well, the first video. That view, that's my hotel. Everything you see inside, so that was my hotel.
That is
Oh,
beautiful.
one thing before I get to this, I went surfing for the first time.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Bali.
Oh.
One of the best experiences
Yeah.
of my life. Like
Really?
I'm so
Yeah.
mad I haven't been surfing, but to my defense, I don't surf out here because Great Whites. I don't rock with that.
Yeah.
Bali
And it's cold as fuck.
Yeah, and Bali ain't got sharks. Man, that was so.
They don't have sharks?
Not like
I
that.
mean, it might be deep out there, but not like.
Like where we was snorkeling, I was like, "Why I ain't see no sharks?" He said, "We don't have.
It's not. Yeah.
We don't have
This
sharks like
place
that."
sounds perfect.
So it was so fun, and especially more fun when you start getting it. Like I just start riding the shore each time. Like I got footage of me just killing it on there. Like I got the photo. Hold on, get out of there. Go to the photos.
Oh, yeah.
you
You're a
just click.
surfboard. That's the.
That shit. Like.
How long does it take you to learn? Is it,
I'm be honest with you. They don't even really teach you. For 10 minutes, they tell you what to do, and then they throw you out there.
Be honest
about
with
right?
you, athletic stuff would just come naturally for me,
This
so it was
nigga
easy.
here.
Honestly,
Look, I'ma be honest with you.
You could do it. I'm being honest. It's not as hard as people think. You could do it.
I'm gonna be. That's why I wrote this whole post about like pushing your limits,
cool.
because like you realize when you start pushing your limits, there is no limit. But the ones we impose on ourselves, I never knew I could surf, but I was just surfing.
That shit, it was fun, and they had.
I know it felt good.
Oh,
I
and
know
the people
it
out
felt
there,
good.
you don't realize. You like, I'm on a wave.
I'm riding
I'm really
the
on a
wave.
wave. I'm really on a wave, and there was so many people out there, and then they instruct you, they help you get on the board, do all that stuff, and then once you get it, like it's cool. Yeah, like,
Very
it's
tight.
yeah, that shit was
Very tight. Was there
that
any
shit was
other
dope.
activities that y'all did? Like
We kayaking. We gotta tell them about
Hit the
kayaking.
AC right quick.
Break it,
I'll
break it.
tell
Let
them.
me tell you about.
God damn, it's hot in here.
yeah, it is kind of.
So we went. This one we was in. Where were we? This is Koh Samui. This part of the boat tour. We go to this. So on this boat tour, they had an island for everything. An island for lunch. An island for snorkeling. An island for kayaking and chilling. It was crazy.
An island per thing?
Yeah, per thing. So we go, and it's like either you can go kayaking or you can just go chill on the beach. I've never kayaked. Let me do it. So then they say it got to be two people per kayak. So I'm like, all right. So it was only 6 of us in total.
Yeah, it was on 6. Yeah.
So it was like 8 of us in total.
not everybody
so it was
went kayaking,
2 and
too.
2. So yeah, me and Rome had to be in one. And everyone started before us. Cause I was like, where we go? They like, follow the guy.
it was oh shit.
And he way up there and everyone's there. I was like, all right, Rome, let's get this shit. We catching everybody. So we start, and you got to get a rhythm.
Yeah, you gotta
because,
get the hang of it.
Y'all both, and then
Okay,
you,
I almost forgot what kayaking
Yeah,
is.
it's the-
you're sitting down
it's two
with the
paddles
paddles,
on each side, or
Yeah, we have
paddle
one
with
paddle.
two things.
Yeah.
one paddle per person.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the one where you like
Yeah.
with two on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
no.
It's just one paddle that you do the thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it. So if I put it in the air, it's in the air. And then-
Right.
So we catching and we starting to get the rhythm. So it's like this one couple that's in front of us, the closest one in front of us. We like,
She's like, fuck them
catching
niggas.
these. I like we catch them, we gonna get the boost. So we go. We catch them after like 15 minutes, and it's a workout. We
Yeah.
catch them. Then it was a second like couple. We like, fuck it, catch them. We come around this bend. It's the 6 boats that was way in front of us already. We like, and we met these 2 German girls. We like, they was up front by the guy. Like, let's get to the girls. So we going. We passing.
Let's get to the Germans.
We passing everybody. We get to the girls. They look like, oh, they take videos of us. I think we got that
Yeah.
too.
While
And
you
then we-
pass them, did they say Heil Hitler?
Hilarious. So then we get to the guide, and then he turned around waiting for everyone. He said, all right, now we just go back to the shore. It was like 2 more boats that wasn't part of us, but it was another group. We was like, we beating them to the shore.
Y'all niggas just got competitive for no reason.
And then when we got side by side, they started like, you see they competing.
And we
well, like,
looking at it
nah,
like, fuck that.
fuck that. We got back to the shore. I like, you let us out last, but we got back first.
Dog,
It was so
That
hard.
shit was funny.
that is hilarious.
All right, I'm gonna end with my bill. I was there for 7 days. Breakfast was included.
Okay. Bangkok.
Yes. No, Phuket.
But tell
Okay.
them about the breakfast though. Let them know what the breakfast was looking like.
That breakfast buffet was insane. It was just like they had a Western breakfast, Thai type breakfast, and Indian breakfast. There was a lot of Indians there. And then they got the egg station again. You go tell them what eggs you want. They got all the fruits. They got a smoothie section. They'll give me a fruit smoothie every
Y'all have
time.
anything with crab? You know I love crab.
It's some definitely. It's like
I
at
showed you the
restaurant.
yellow curry
The yellow
crab?
curry crab.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yellow curry crab. I had crab rice.
It's
I
all
had
type
kind of crab.
All type
So,
of shit.
all right, this is me ordering. If I wasn't eating across the street, because
Okay.
Phuket is where I was like, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Besides when we went out like twice,
Yeah.
like for the boat in Bangladesh, that's the only time I went out. So I was like, I'm ordering room service, lunch and dinner. So I got a pineapple shake, which is a pineapple smoothie, fresh, just straight pineapple with shrimp fried flatboat, which is the fried rice and the pineapple.
That
Oh,
shit be
my
slapping.
Whole pineapple, that $8. The next day, for dinner that day, I got So we got in late, so that was dinner. The next day, I got a coconut shake, which is a whole fresh coconut, and they can making it the insides
This
into a
nigga's
shake.
drinking straight fruits.
Straight
Just
fruit.
drinking fruits.
and this is lunch, and I got fish and chips, $11. And then for dinner, I got the crab meat curry, yellow curry, and I got coconut juice this time. Straight fresh coconut, about $10.
That's
The
ridiculous.
next day for lunch, I got a tuna sandwich and pineapple juice. That was even cheaper. That was about $5. Then I got a Pacific boat, which is the fried rice and the pineapple again. And then I got deep fried seafood. So that's squid, shrimp, fish,
All
what
fried
else?
up.
Octopus. Yeah, all fried up. Then I got a charcoal grilled whole fish. Like, I forgot what type of fish it was, but it was a flat fish. It was huge. And
Call you what my grandfather used to say to people. You a scoundrel.
yeah, with fries. And then the next day I got another like seafood mix thing. Then I did laundry. About 8 pants, 8 shirts, beaters, underwear, everything. That came out to about $10. Pad Thai. The next day I got Pad Thai and a pineapple shake. And then later in that night, I got French fries because I had the munchies. You know why? I was in Thailand.
Don't ask no questions.
Yeah, you know why? You know where you get munchies from. So, yeah.
Number one.
And then that was like lunch. And then dinner, I got fried roasted chili whole fish with French fries and a mixed fruit shake.
Jesus.
And then
Yeah, and then
they charged my accidentals because I had company and she drank the beer, a Coke, and a water.
Add that condom in there.
I brought my own.
absolutely.
I paid $112 when I
That's
took
ridiculous.
That
dog.
is fucking
That's
insane,
ridiculous.
dog.
America,
And the thing is, I bet you that's the tourist spots too.
And that's
so if
tourist.
you live there or if you chilling at regular, you're probably paying so little for food.
and you might get to know the,
the
people.
restaurant
like, so
across the street. I was telling you, I got seafood mixed fried rice there with a passion fruit smoothie. I'm sitting in my view. I'll show you. 'Cause I took video.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get the full picture so you could fully.
While he's looking for that, my next question, final question would be: so, out of the trips y'all been on, what's the ranking thus far?
Oh, my bad. Hold on. This is my hotel room.
Oh, that is beautiful. Damn.
Like, I would say I loved Africa because of the pyramids and the Serengeti, all that stuff. But it was something about.
This is my view.
But it was something about this one.
Oh, and also I didn't have I was J.R. Smith in Thailand.
Shirt
In
off
Phuket.
always?
I didn't have a shirt. Every time my bad. Last thing I'll say, room service would come to my room. First day it was one girl. I tipped her. Next day it was two girls. I tipped both of them. Next day it was three girls.
Oh, yeah, they.
Tipped them.
That's hilarious.
Next day it was four girls. What? Cause they knew I was tipping.
Yeah.
And then I think they liked me because every time I would answer, I never had a shirt on. They just giggling and smiling, but they know they getting money too. So
That's
the
hilarious.
days where I would say I didn't need it today, when I close the door, all I hear is giggling. All I hear is giggling. But
That is
go ahead.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Let
Africa.
me get the.
Africa still may be number one, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. Asia changed a nigga. Like I don't know. Like that trip, like to be somewhere, we were basically living there.
Yeah.
We was basically living there for
because you were there for much longer.
Yeah, much longer. So it's like Asia might be number one. Like I loved Africa and the Serengeti, but it's just like
it depends on what you're looking for.
It depends. They both were just fired
This
up.
is my view. This is low tide. But this is me sitting at that restaurant across the street. So this is low tide. This is late in the evening.
Yeah.
And I'll show you high tide.
Crazy.
But Greece still got some fire views.
This
though.
high tide. This one is high tide.
You don't even see any of that brush anymore.
So that's my view. I got
That's crazy.
I got seafood. So this the whole fish I got one day.
All right. Well, the people can't see it.
Oh my
but
bad.
You
My bad.
me.
And the hotel for the week, like between 800 to 1,000 for the week.
But the last thing I was gonna say
That's
the
crazy.
rice I got
That's
at that
crazy.
spot with that view with a whole pineapple. Passion fruit smoothie, $5.
That's ridiculous.
Seafood fried rice, passion fruit smoothie, $5.
Like off of just community and economy alone, Asia might be up there because that shit crazy.
You hear that cast of ESPN that just got fired? Y'all better make y'all way to Bangkok, baby.
Go to Bangkok. Get out of there.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. That trip was that's life changing trip.
Well, why
for
would
sure.
you move to go to the city? Like, if I move, I'm going to the beach.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So you said Phuket over Bangkok?
Yeah. I think Bangkok you can just go visit.
I don't want to move.
You said Bangkok, you could just go.
Yeah,
visit?
just go.
Yeah, if
just
I'm
go,
moving out the country,
Yeah. I feel
I'm
you.
not moving to a city.
Yeah. You can go there to just do work or go. Yeah, but
And biggest billboards I've ever seen in my life. Their billboards are insane.
they billboards about
In
half a mile
Bangkok.
long.
Yeah,
It's a
Bangkok,
big-ass billboard.
they billboards are absolutely insane.
But-
They just don't make sense.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot of the stuff in the vlog that you guys are catching. Other stories come out over time, I'm sure. But yeah, that was definitely a trip. But I want, like I said, my goal is for all of us to be everywhere to get and I will say Greece. We was talking about Greece when we was over. Greece still has some crazy views. Like I think about Greece.
I think Greece still may be the most beautiful.
It must be the most.
I think Greece, PP Islands, Ngorongoro crater,
yeah.
probably in the place we saw right before we saw the crater, probably the most beautiful place I've seen.
Yeah, because Greece, I still tell people like that shit like a painting. Like
Greece
that
is
shit look
insane.
crazy.
Greece is insane.
That's insane. But
Y'all niggas haven't been to Figueroa. Man, I'll tell you right now, you go down to that street, nigga.
It's a billboard in Bangkok.
y'all ain't been to Figueroa.
What the fuck? It's a digital billboard too?
Yeah,
Oh,
digital
they got
billboard. Yeah.
all kind. That's not even the
I
biggest
mean,
one.
this is home of like Samsung and all them, right?
that's-
Or
That's not
Samsung
even the
Japan.
biggest one.
One of them.
One of them.
But yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
we back
That's
and getting
very
time
dope.
to get to it.
Yeah. Do y'all still feel like you have jet lag or it's pretty much over?
It was
This a weird jet lag.
Yeah,
It's like it's a creeper. The last couple days I'll get extremely sleepy between 2 and 4.
Okay.
And then 5 and on, I'm up again. This
Yeah.
good.
And then wake up
I
random
go to
times in the night.
5
like-
a.m. or 5?
No, like 5. I'm saying
PM?
2 p.m.
Oh,
So
okay.
like 4. Like I can go to bed the last couple of days. But then after that, I get a second when I'm up. And I've been waking up like this morning. I woke up like 2:30. Couldn't go back to sleep, so I just started editing and
Yeah.
Okay,
I've been up since 2.
There y'all go. We
right,
got a
fellas.
Phu-Cut in Phuket.
Pook.
That's funny.
Phuket.
Phu-Cut in Phuket. Yeah, so we back at it. I was gonna
So
say.
technically, we have we didn't finish last season, so this would be technically episode 8 or 9. I don't know if y'all want to just pick
Technically.
this up from season
we-
4
This
or
is a
New
season.
season.
This is a new
new
season.
season.
yeah.
All right, we back. Fuck it. Let's do it. Confusion in the trap.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
absolutely. It's the only way to be. But all right, y'all. Make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you review, follow all
Watch the vlog.
the socials. Follow the vlog. Watch the vlog. It's out now. Watch the story that was gonna be coming out. But all right, until next week. Peace.